Hello, teacher candidates. This is Brandy Russell, and I want to go over with you the PowerPoint presentation to give you all the information that you need to apply for internship for fall 2020. This will go over the application process with you so that you are prepared to submit your application for internship for the fall. Important facts that you need to know about internship. Internship is considered your capstone assessment. This is your final semester before you are ready to graduate and apply for certification. This is considered your full-time job. You have to treat it as such. That doesn't mean that you can't work outside of internship. It just means that you will be full-time in the schools 5 days a week. You will be bell to bell, the same hours as your cooperating teacher, and you will not be able to leave internship early to attend another position. And since this is February, that's a great time for you to know this in advance so that if you are employed outside of internship, you will be able to work with your employer so to let them know that you will have a different schedule for the fall. You will follow the school's academic calendar, not JSU's. We will talk about that more in the presentation about actual start dates, but you will not begin later in August when JSU begins. You will actually begin the end of July / the first week of August, since that is when school systems return back to school. There are no excused absences. We will talk more about that at internship orientation later before internship begins, but that just means that if you do have some sort of emergency or illness, every day has to be made up. And there are some very strong professional expectations that are in place and expected of you for internship. You will follow the same professional dispositions as an actual teacher in a classroom. So your professional dispositions are very important in internship. The first thing that you have to understand is that there is a huge commitment to honoring the professional ethical standards of being a classroom teacher. Some of those are listed here on this screen. You can read those, but it's very important that you understand that internship is your chance to shine. It's your chance to show that you are a professional and that you are ready to graduate with your teaching degree and you're ready to apply for certification. So what if you haven't passed all of your praxis exams? It's okay. You need to still apply for fall 2020 internship. We have to have time to get all of the paperwork ready and your degree audit completed before internship, and beginning this fall semester, passing your program required praxis subject assessments is no longer an internship requirement. So you may enter into internship even if you have not passed your praxis. But I do want to say it is a program completion and a graduation and certification recommendation requirement. So you must pass that in order to complete your actual degree. So if you need a praxis voucher, if you still have a praxis test to take, you need to see your department secretary to get that. You do not want to register before you receive that JSU voucher code. If you are music, you will see Dr. Baptiste. Your official ETS score report for your praxis exams must be sent directly to JSU and Alabama State Department of Education by electronic transmission straight from ETS. So you want to make sure that JSU is listed as a score recipient when you take those praxis exams. If you have any questions about your praxis exams, as far as which ones to take, you need to contact your advisor, your instructor, or your department head for information. If you go to the PowerPoint presentation that is also on the website for this application process, you will find these links that are actually on this PowerPoint, and you can go directly to the test center and dates and the test and code numbers for certain praxis exams that you need to take. If you need help passing some of your praxis exams, we have a few resources listed here on this screen. There are study guides available at that website. There are also 2 different workshops available. Dr. Okpen has workshops available for any School of Education student. And if you are a curriculum and instruction, which is elementary education, early childhood, special education, reading specialist, any of those programs in curriculum and instruction, you may register to attend the multiple subject praxis workshops by contacting Stacy Wood, the department secretary, at that email address. There is an ECE exam for undergraduate students, and the requirement for that is listed here on this screen. You want to make sure that you have taken and passed the ECE prior to internship. The English department sets those dates, so click that link if you need information on the dates available. They don't allow late registrations, or they don't give the test at a late time if you have forgotten to take it or not passed it. So just be sure to check into that if you have not passed your ECE exam. That's your English competency exam. Another requirement for graduation for undergraduates is to pass either the EPP or the CLA exam. The EPP is taken during the semester you're graduating, and you will receive a link from Vicki Trammell in Teacher Education Services for that exam. If you are selected by the Office of Planning and Research to take the CLA Plus, they will contact you via email during your last semester, your internship semester, to let you know that you need to take that exam. But everyone else, undergrad, will take the EPP. Other requirements prior to internship is you need to have a GPA of 2.75 or higher. For undergrads, 3.25 or higher. For graduates, internship should be the last course for you. You must have earned a C or better in all teaching and professional courses, and you must formally apply for internship 1 semester before you plan to intern. That is actually this semester you will apply for fall 2020 internship. If something happens and you decide not to intern in the fall, you will need to reapply in the fall for spring 2021 internship. Notice to all alternative Class A students who are employed. In order to meet internship requirements, you must be employed full-time in your field and grade levels, and you must be teaching under an IEC. For instance, if you're biology and you're employed to teach general science all day, that will not satisfy the requirements for internship. Some employed interns have had to take a leave of absence. It's good to know that now before the fall rolls around. If you're employed in a private school or you want to seek private school placement, that school must meet certain requirements. They have to be SACS accredited and recognized by the state. So this is some more information for alternative Class A students. If you secure a teaching position after you have submitted your application, you need to contact the Office of Clinical Experiences immediately. You'll have to provide necessary documentation. That's a letter from your superintendent, a copy of your current certificate, the IEC. If you become unemployed as a teacher of record between now and internship, notify us then as well. If you're employed out of field, you'll need to secure your leave of absence if you cannot gain employment within the field. And if you are employed as a teacher's aide, you will need to secure a leave of absence from that role. You must be a teacher of record working under an IEC for Class A students. All interns, undergrad and grads, will receive a liability insurance policy for fall 2020. This insurance policy will come from SAEA, that's Student Alabama Education Association. They will be offering you a free membership into SAEA. You may join that. There are many benefits of joining, but your insurance policy is not dependent on you joining. Joining is completely optional, but an insurance policy will be secured for you for your internship semester, and you will not have to pay anything that semester for that. Live text FEM is covered under your fees for undergraduates. If you do not have live text or you need to upgrade to FEM, see your department secretary. And music, please see Dr. Baptiste. The internship application procedure: if you are planning to complete your student teaching internship in the fall, now is the time to submit your application. The deadline is February 24th. Please go ahead and do it today, the day that you are watching this. You will go to this link, and again, this video that I'm putting together, the PowerPoint is also one of the steps on this website. So you simply click the PowerPoint, and when this pulls up, you can click this as a link. You don't have to actually type that in, but you can type it in if you'd like. But you go to your application, you choose Fall 2020, you complete all information detailed and accurately, and that can be found at that website. Please see your department secretary, instructor, or academic advisor if you have questions about whether you should apply. Internship is the last course before you graduate, and it should be the only course that you take unless you are required to take another course during that time. You must have completed the online internship application by the deadline so that Teacher Education Services can complete your degree evaluation. If it is determined that you need an in-person meeting, TES will contact you via your JSU email account to schedule that meeting. And late applications can delay your placement. Keep all contact information current. Notify clinical experiences. Contact Maria Hayes, Ms. Hayes at jsu.edu immediately if you have changes in any of your information. Students must frequently be contacted, and we have to have the correct information in our system. On your internship application, please note that there are two different addresses. One is for your internship address you want to be considered, and one is for your home/holiday or Christmas break address. Make sure that you list your physical address during internship for your school year residence. That way we will place you close to where you're actually living during internship, not where you spend your Christmas break or holiday. Information that could potentially change are email addresses, phone numbers, physical address, and even name changes. Link to JSU Clinical Experiences website webpage policy is at this link. JSU places interns in some schools in the following Alabama counties. It's within a 70-mile radius of JSU. There are some counties listed there. That's just a geographic area, though. There are many different systems located within those counties. For instance, Calhoun County serves Anniston, Calhoun County, Jacksonville City, Oxford City, Piedmont City. So it could be any of those systems within Calhoun County, and all the other counties show. The general rules for internship is you may not intern where you have family attending or where family is employed. Please don't ask. This information must be disclosed on your internship application, and you must give accurate information. Family is defined as spouse, your child, your grandchild, your brother, your sister, your aunt, uncle, grandparents, niece, nephew, cousins, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, mother, father, etc. People ask all the time about cousins. Well, if it's your aunt or uncle's child, that's considered first cousin, then that's a no. If it's any further than that, as long as you don't have a close personal relationship with them, it's fine. Otherwise, you should disclose that on your application. The family exception is if you are an employed alternative A teacher, then you are allowed to work in a school where you have family, because obviously you're already employed there. So that is the family exception rule for Alt A candidates. Some more rules. You may not intern where you attended high school unless it has been more than 10 years. That an exception, of course, is for Alt A candidates who are employed. Do not list this as a requested choice for placement on your application, and this helps give you diverse placements as required by the Alabama Department of Education State Teacher Prep Code. You may intern where you completed your practicum when both parties agree to that, and that's considered a year-long placement. For elementary, early childhood, you will not be able to return back to a 4th or a 5th or a 6th grade placement. You will be placed in a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and a pre-K. The other programs, you will be able to return back to somewhere you have been if both parties are agreeable. Students should not contact boards of education, schools, teachers to ask for placements. All placements must come through the Office of Clinical Experiences, and applications that are incomplete or not legible will not be processed, and it could cause a delay. It says be sure to include the grade level and school name of all practicum experiences on your application. It doesn't even ask I don't think it asks that. Never mind. Take that part off. I forgot. It populates that now. In the past, you had to add that. You don't now. Beginning in fall 2016, we stopped courtesy placements. So all placements are made within the 70-mile radius of JSU at this time. Again, the deadline to apply is Monday, February 24th, 2020. If you can help spread the word to anyone you know, any of your classmates, any of your peers that you know plans to intern in the fall. So registering for internship, of course, this is for the fall, but we want to go ahead and let you know now so that you don't wonder about registration. You will not register for internship until all grades from the summer have posted. So you will receive an email from your department or your university supervisor when your CRN numbers are ready, and that will happen after you have been cleared. That most likely will not happen until August. So don't panic about that. Don't worry about that. We will be working on your placements, but you will not be able to register for internship until after all grades from summer have posted. If you are taking a class along with internship and your academic advisor has signed off on that, and they are able to give you your PIN number to register for that, then you would be able to register prior to August for that class, but you will not be able to register for internship until you've been cleared, and that will likely be August. Don't worry about it. You'll find out more information about that at internship orientation later at the end of July or 1st of August. Currently, undergraduates are registered for one section of internship and one section of seminar for a total of 9 hours. You'll register for the appropriate seminar according to your department. Your CRN numbers will be sent to you. Graduates register for one section of graduate level internship and one section of graduate level seminar for a total of 6 hours. If you need 12 hours for financial aid or for insurance reasons, contact your advisor for the appropriate recommendations. School system calendars. You will begin internship when school starts back from summer break, not when JSU resumes classes. Internship orientation is tentatively set for July 30th, but that really depends on what the state decides about school calendars. The schools might be required to, public schools might be required to start back a little later this upcoming year. We don't know yet. The vote is still out, but if school starts back at regular time, school generally starts the first week of August. Public schools do. So we will need to meet the week before that for not only your orientation, but some departments will meet for EdTPA sessions. You will receive more information about that, but we want you to be aware of this ahead of time, just in case you have any vacations planned or you're in the process of planning your vacations, so that you will know that you do not begin when JSU classes begin. You begin earlier than that, much earlier. So letting you know that now. You will receive your official placement via your JSU email address. Read it carefully. You will get your school calendar also, and you should expect your placement email on or before July 15th. Should you need to drop internship before it begins, that is absolutely okay. Please let my office know as soon as possible, though, so that we can pull your application. You don't want us working on a placement for you, getting approval from a principal and a cooperating teacher just to find out that you did not plan to intern and forgot to let us know. So please let us know. And remember that you will need to reapply for internship next semester if you plan to intern the semester after that, which would be spring 2021. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or Maria Hayes, and we will be happy to help you out. And congratulations on being ready to apply for internship in fall 2020. Thanks so much.